Set in London, the movie opens with American best-selling author Catherine in a speeding car with her companion Kevin, a famous English football star. Catherine takes the man's hand and begins touching it, all the while increasing her vehicle's speed at the point of pleasure. Catherine veers off the road and crashes into the West Indy docks. She attempts to save her partner, but she says while being questioned by the police, "When it came down to it, I guess my life was more important to me than his." Catherine is interrogated by Detective Roy, who notes that a blocking agent was used to relax muscles during general anesthesia was found in her car and in her companion's body, and the companion wasn't breathing at the time of the crash, and that the man named Dickie Pep said that he sold Catherine 15 millimeters of the drug last Thursday. Catherine encounters by saying that Dickie Pep must be lying because you have got him on some other charges and he's trying to deal his way out of it. Catherine begins therapy sessions with Doctor, who has conducted a court-ordered psychiatric exam and given testimony in her case. Doctor strongly suspects that Catherine is a narcissist sociopath incapable of telling the difference between the right and wrong. Catherine begins to play mind games with Doctor, who becomes increasingly frustrated with her, yet intrigued by this mysterious woman. Soon, Doctor's own life begins a spiral of destruction. One night, Doctor goes on a date with Michael and has a rough, violent time with her after dealing with Catherine. Doctor receives a phone call from his ex-wife, Dennis. In a state of distress, her partner Adam, a journalist writing a negative story about Doctor, has been found strangled to death. Doctor suspects that Catherine committed the murder and is attempting to frame him for it. More murders begin to surface around Doctor as his obsession with Catherine grows and his career and life are threatened. He finds his ex-wife in the bathroom with her throat slit after they have an altercation in the bar. Later, Dickie Pep is killed eventually. He himself can no longer tell right or wrong, and the police begins to suspect Doctor of involvement in the crimes. He confronts Catherine at her apartment where one thing leads to another. The situation comes to a head during a confrontation between Doctor and Catherine at her apartment where, after a struggle, Doctor attempts to kill Catherine. Catherine gives Doctor a copy of the draft of her next novel titled The Analyst. After reading it, he realizes that Catherine has novelized most of the recent events with herself and other people related to Doctor, even himself as characters. Then it turns out that the character based on herself is going to kill a therapist based on Doctor's colleague. Doctor runs to his colleague's apartment to warn her, finding Catherine there on his dismay. The colleague tells him that he is no longer in charge of Catherine's therapy and that he is going to have his license revoked due to bad practice regarding Catherine's treatment. There is a struggle between Doctor and his colleague in which the latter is knocked out. Catherine then threatens Doctor with a gun she carries, but Doctor takes it away from her. When colleague arrives at the scene, Doctor shoots him because Catherine told him he had killed his girlfriend. In the final scene, Catherine pays a visit to Doctor at a local mental hospital where he has been getting his treatment, and he learns from her that the subject of her latest best-selling novel was a man very much like him. Catherine claims that she manipulated Doctor into committing all those murders for her own amusement, and flashbacks are shown of Doctor indeed committing the murders due to Catherine's manipulation of being her pawn. In her latest game, Catherine leaves with a wicked smirk on her face while Doctor continues to sit silently in wheelchair in frustration and rage over her yet again getting away with everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comment section below which movie you want us to recap next. As always, until the next time.